perhaps working. Make room.
I'm so happy, and yet you sigh. Surely you don't regret our engagement.
No, Moliere, I regret nothing. I've been drawn to you by a sweet force I have no desire to resist. But I fear the future. I fear I may love you too much.
But, my sweet Elise, what can you have to fear in loving me?
Alas, 100 things. My father's anger, the reproaches of my family, the disapproval of my friends, but more than all, Moliere, your own fickle heart. Cruel indifference with which your sex so often repays the too ardent offer of an innocent heart.
Don't judge me by other men. Believe me capable of anything, Elise, though failing in my affection for you. My love will last as long as my life.
Oh, Moliere, all men say that. In words, men are all alike. Only in their actions can the difference in their natures be seen.
And since our actions alone can prove our hearts, judge my heart by mine. Don't torment me, I beg you, with unfounded suspicions. Give me but time, and in 1,000 ways I will convince you of the sincerity of my feelings.
Alas, we are only too easily persuaded by those we love. I believe you love me truly and will be faithful. I cannot doubt it. My only fear is for what the world will say.
What is there to fear in that?
Nothing, if everyone could see you as I do. You yourself are my best excuse. I can never forget the moment of deadly peril which brought us together. Your courage, risking your life to save me from drowning. The tender care you lavished on me when you brought me from the water. And now, undeterred by any difficulty, forgetting family and fortune, you remain in Paris, a steward in my father's house, risking all you have and all you are. Even on this, how can I be indifferent? But though in my eyes this is more than enough to justify our engagement, perhaps others will not see it as I do.
Only for my love do I ask any return. As for your scruples, your father's behavior is enough to excuse you before the world. His extraordinary avarice and the stingy way he treats you. Forgive me, darling Elise, for speaking so, but you know it's impossible to speak well of him. Once I have found my parents, it will be easy enough to obtain his consent. I'm expecting news of them every day, and if I hear nothing soon, I shall go in search of them myself.
Moliere, don't leave me.
Oh.
Can't get in my father's good graces.
I've been doing my best. You know how I've been trying, and I'm getting on excellently. Every day wearing this mask of sympathy to disguise my true feelings and please him. Humoring his prejudices, pandering to his faults, pretending to share his opinions, and praising everything he does. I find that the surest way to win a man's favor is to make him think he's always right. It's true that sincerity suffers somewhat in the process, but it is the only motive that the fault lies not with the flatterer, but with the flatter.
Why don't you try to win over my brother to our side, in case the maid should betray us?
To humor them both, your father and your brother, impossible. However, you might try to sound out your brother, your great friends, and it shouldn't be too hard to win his sympathy. Here he comes. Speak to him, but don't tell him more than is absolutely necessary.
Doubt if I shall have the courage to speak of it at all.
Oh, my dear sister. I'm glad to find you alone. I have something to tell you. A secret.
Secret? What is it?
A secret, my dear sister, in 4 words. I am in love.
In love?
Yes, in love. Oh, but before we go any further, let me say this. I know I am dependent on my father, whose wishes I am bound to respect.
Yes, I know.
I know that being unprejudiced by passion, they're less likely to be deceived and therefore can know best what's good for us.
Very true.
I know that their wisdom and their experience are more to be trusted than the blindness of our passion, and that the impetuosity of youth often drives us to disaster. Well, I tell you all this, dear sister, only to save you the trouble of telling it to me. I don't want to hear it. I am in love. And I beg you to spare me your reproaches.
Are you engaged, then, to the one you love?
No. But my mind is made up. And again, I beg, don't try to discourage me.
Am I then so unnatural a monster? Am I our father?
No, my dear Elise. But you're not in love. You know nothing of that sweet violence with which a tender love assails our hearts. And I fear your wise advice.
Alas, brother, don't speak to me of wisdom. If you knew the truth, perhaps you'd think me more reckless than yourself.
What do you mean? Would to God that your heart like mine?
Look, tell me your story first. Who is it that you love?
Well, she hasn't lived here long, but she was born to have men fall in love with her. Nature, my dear sister, never formed a sweeter creature. For when I first set eyes on her, I was thrown into an ecstasy.
Who is she?
Who is she? Her name is Marianne.
Marianne.
Marianne lives with her mother, who's nearly always ill. Oh, the tenderness with which she waits on her, cherishes her, comforts her. It's the most affecting sight in the world. Oh, my dear sister, I wish you could see her.
I see her already in your description. But for me, it is enough that you love her.
I know that they're poor, and it's only with the greatest thrift that they can make ends meet. Oh, my dear Elise, imagine the joy of helping someone you love, of discreetly contributing towards the modest necessities of a deserving family, and then imagine the misery of being prevented by a father's stinginess from enjoying this satisfaction, from giving this fascinating creature any proof of my affection.
I can imagine it well enough.
Well, it's hardly bearable. Could anything be more outrageous than the tight-fisted way he treats us? The absolute poverty in which we have to live? What's the good of having money if you can't use it till you're too old to enjoy it? I'm doing my best to borrow money. And I am determined, if Father will not yield for reason, to fly with this fascinating creature and risk whatever fate may bring us. I will no longer be a slave to his unbearable avarice.
Every day he gives us more reason to wish poor mother were still alive.
I hear him coming. Tell me about your troubles, and then we'll come back together and try to persuade him to be more attentive. I have never known such a wicked old devil, God forgive me. He is so mean. What are you muttering about? Why are you firing me?
Why, you rascal, you dare ask why? Get out quick before I strike you again.
What have I done?
Enough to make me wish to see your back.
Your son, my master, said I was to wait here for him.
Go and wait in the street. Don't hang about the house watching all that goes on. Traitor! Trying to turn it to his advantage. Who's spying into my affairs. Go shifty eyes, follow all my movements. Always on the lookout for something to steal.
Who could steal from you? You're not robbable. You keep everything under lock and key and mount guard over it night and day.
I shall lock up what I like and mount guard as much as I please. I'm terrified he may suspect something about that money. You're the sort of man who would spread a rumor that I have money hidden here.
You've money hidden?
Who said that?
Said what?
That I have money hidden here.
You've money hidden here?
No, you scoundrel, I never said so. I'm boiling. I said that was the kind of rumor you would spread out of spite.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me if you have money or not. It never comes my way.
Now box your ears if you answer me back. Now get out.
Very well, I'm going.
Wait! Let me make sure you've stolen nothing.
What would I steal?
Let me see. Show me your hands.
There you are.
Now the others.
The other?
Yes, the others.
There. Are you satisfied now?
You got something in there.
You can look if you like.
Where did you get these clothes?
Your son, my master.
That figures. These wide pockets are great receivers of stolen goods. You should be hanged for wearing pockets like this.
It'd serve the old goat right if his fears came true. I'd love to rob him.
What did you say? What were you saying about robbing?
I said you'd better make a thorough search to make sure I haven't robbed you.
That's just what I intend to do.
Oh, a plague on all misers and their miserliness.
What were you saying?
What was I saying?
What were you saying about misers and miserliness?
I said a plague on all misers.
And who are you referring to?
To misers.
Who are these misers?
Close-fisted cheese-parers.
What do you mean by that?
Why do you want to know?
Because I do.
You think I meant you?
I think what I think. You just tell me where you were looking when you said it.
I was looking at my shoe.
I'll give you a shoe.
Oh, what? Would you stop me cursing old misers?
No, but I'll stop your impertinent chatter.
I named no name.
Get back here. Stop running away, thief.
That he who smells not blow his own nose.
I'm getting so tired.
Look, there's another pocket here. You better take it along.
Give it up.
Give up what?
What you have stolen.
But I haven't stolen anything.
You haven't?
Of course not.
Then go to hell.
Thanks for the blessing. A plague on all misers.
Ah! A very dangerous character. I loathe the sight of him. It's a terrible anxiety having a large sum of money on the premises. It's much better to have it all well invested and keep just enough for current expenses. Even with a whole house at one's disposal, it's not easy to find a safe hiding place. I won't trust a safe. It only attracts thieves. That's the first thing they go for. I won't trust a bank. They're run by thieves. He knows. Still, I think it was a bit risky, burying those 10,000 crowns in the garden. 10,000 crowns on the premises is enough to tempt. Ah! I was talking out loud. Was I? What do you want?
Nothing, Father.
How long have you been there?
We've only just come in.
Did you hear?
What, Father?
You know,
What, Papa?
what I said just now.
No.
I believe you did.
No, really.
You must have caught some of it. I was just remarking on the difficulty of getting money nowadays. I was saying one would be very lucky if one had 10,000 crowns in the house.
We hesitated to come in, Father, for fear of disturbing you.
I only say that so you won't take it the wrong way around and think that I said that I have 10,000 crowns.
That's nothing to do with us.
Would to God I have 10,000 crowns.
I can't imagine anything that would...
Would be a red letter day for me, I can tell you.
That's the thing that really
Nothing would
isn't...
be more welcome.
I think, Father, that perhaps...
But my affairs on a very different footing. I wouldn't be complaining when the times are bad.
Surely, Father, you have no reason to complain. Everyone knows you're well off.
What? Well off? That's a liar. They can be further from the truth. Liars, that's what they are, liars.
He's so angry.
Oh, it's a pretty thing when my own children turn against me.
Turning against you to say you're well off?
Yes. You talk that way, continue your extravagance. They'll be breaking into my house one of these days and cutting my throat in the belief I'm rolling in money.
In what way am I extravagant?
Oh, in what way? Could anything be more scandalous than the expensive way that you dress? I was scolding your sister just yesterday, but you're worse. It's enough to bring down a judgment. You give yourself airs far beyond your station. To be able to afford clothes like that, you must be robbing me.
How do I rob you?
I don't know. Where do you get the money to keep up such a style?
At the gambling table? And as I'm generally fairly lucky, I spend all my winnings on clothes.
A lot. Such conduct is most reprehensible. If you're lucky at the tables, you should take advantage of it and invest your winnings for a rainy day. I should like to know the use of all these ribbons, for instance, which flutter about you from top to toe. Nice pumps. Wouldn't a few pins do well enough to keep up your breeches? Why spend money on wigs when you can wear your own hair for nothing? See, I guess you spend 20 crowns a year at least on wigs and ribbons, and 20 crowns would bring in £1.60 a year, 8%.
Yes, I dare say it would.
Yes. Yeah, forget that for a moment. There's something that I want to say to you, children. Huh? What are they up to? What do those signs mean?
Well, my brother and I were just discussing which of us should speak first. We have something to say.
It is about marriage, Father, that we wish to speak to you.
It is about marriage, too, that I wish to speak to you.
Oh, Papa!
Oh, my daughter, why that cry, girl? Is it the word or the thing that frightens you?
We're afraid that our feeling may not agree with your choice.
Oh, don't worry, there's nothing to be alarmed about. I know what's best for you both. Have you ever seen a young girl called Marianne who lives near here with her mother?
Yes, Father. I have.
And you?
I've heard of her recently.
What do you think of her?
I think she's charming.
Her face,
Lovely.
her manner, her appearance.
Fascinating.
Do you think she's the kind of girl worth thinking about?
Oh, yes.
Don't you think she'd make an excellent wife?
Oh, very desirable.
Don't you think she's the kind of girl who'd run her house well and make a man happy?
Oh, I know it. Look at the way she cares for her mother.
There's only one little difficulty. She hasn't any money.
No dowry.
No dowry. At least not as large as one could wish.
But, Father, when one is marrying the right person, the dowry's of no consequence.
Bite your tongue. Still, although the dowry is small, one can make up for it in other ways.
Yes, of course.
So, we'll make her one of the family. We? Well, I'm glad that you agree with me, my son. For her kindness and her sweetness have quite won my heart, and I have decided to marry her.
What?
So long as she does not come entirely empty-handed.
You say you have decided
To marry Marianne. Who? You. You. Yes, I. Surely that's plain enough.
I feel a little busy. I'll go and lie down.
Yes, bring a large glass of cold water. That's right, my son, lie down. Big baby.
Kids.
Ain't no more stamina than a chicken. Oh, yes, my daughter. That's what I've decided for myself. Dear brother, I've chosen the widow Mold. A cultured woman whose husband died yesterday. I intend to give you to Senor Anselmo.
Senor Anselmo?
That's what I said. A mature man. Wise, prudent, not much over 50.
He's 60.
That's what I said. And as I understand, rich, extremely rich.
If you please, Papa, I would rather not marry.
If you please, my sweet, my duck, I would rather that you did marry.
Father, I beg you will excuse me.
Daughter,
I beg you will excuse me.
I am Senor Anselmo's very humble servant, but it's all the same to you. I will never marry him.
I am your daughtership's very humble servant, but it is all the same to you. You will marry him, and this very evening.
This very evening?
This very evening.
Father, I tell you, I will not.
Daughter, I tell you, you will.
No.
Yes.
I say no.
I say yes.
You will never make me do it.
I most certainly will make you do
I will
it.
kill myself sooner than take a husband like that.
I forbid you to kill yourself, and you will take him. Sheesh, what impertinence. Did anybody ever see a daughter speak to her father this way?
Did anyone ever see a father marry his daughter off this way?
There's not a word to be said against him. I bet everybody will approve my choice.
And I bet it would not be approved by a single reasonable person.
What?
You're sure, Moliere, ask him. I'm sure he won't approve.
You'll be ruled by what he says.
Yes.
Good then. Moliere!
Monsieur.
Moliere!
Monsieur.
Moliere!
Monsieur.
Moliere! Moliere! We want you to decide which of us is right, my daughter or I.
You are, monsieur.
Do you know the question at issue?
No, but you are rightness itself. You could never be wrong.
I wish her to marry this evening a man as rich as he is good. And this hussy tells me to my face she won't have him. What do you say to that?
What do I say?
Yes.
Well...
Well...
I say that, fundamentally, you are right. You could hardly help being right. But she, too, is not altogether in the wrong.
But, Signor Anselm is the most brilliant match. A gentleman of good birth, good-tempered, serious, intelligent, rich, very rich, and not a child alive from his first marriage. Could she find anything better?
Yes, that is very true. But she could say on her side that this is all rather sudden, and that she needs a little more time to see if her feelings...
Yes, but we must snatch at this opportunity while we have the chance. But an advantage in this I can find nowhere else. He has agreed to take her with her. No dowry.
No dowry?
No dowry!
Oh, well, then I have nothing more to say. That settles the question. There's no resisting an argument like that.
It will be a considerable savings for me.
Of course, that's obvious. Still, a daughter might protest that marriage is a very serious business, that her whole future happiness depends on it, and that one ought not to enter rashly into an engagement which lasts until death.
But no dowry!
Yes, that settles everything, of course. Still, there are fathers who would consider a daughter's happiness rather than the money they would have to pay, who would hesitate to sacrifice her to their own interests, but would rather seek that meeting of the minds without which marriage is devoid of...
But no dowry.
True. There is no answer to that. No dowry. Such an argument is quite irresistible. What's what?
I heard something. Dogs! Someone there after my money. Don't go, I will be back immediately.
Moliere, are you mad to agree with him like that?
We mustn't provoke him. To oppose him now would be fatal. There are some minds which can only be led, not driven. Pretend to agree to all he wishes. You'll find that's the wisest way.
Oh, this marriage, Moliere!
We'll find some pretext to break it off.
How can we? It's supposed to take place tonight.
Say you are ill and persuade him to postpone it.
Well, the Caesar Madam wants and they sent for a doctor.
Oh, what do doctors know? Give them a symptom, they'll give you a disease. And an expensive treatment to go with it. If all else fails, we can fly.
Everything's all right,
thank God. He's strong enough. It is a daughter's duty to obey her father. She should never stop to consider what a husband is like. And once the magic words, no dowry, have been spoken, all question of choice is at an end.
Excellently put.
I beg pardon, monsieur, if I've been too forceful.
Yeah.
If I've taken too much of a liberty in putting it to her so strongly.
No, I'm delighted. I give you absolute control over her. Oh, no, there's no use protesting. The authority which heaven gave to me, I resign to him. You are to obey him in everything.
Go to your room. I'll go after her, monsieur, and continue my instructions.
You so I'll be much obliged.
She needs a tight rein.
Oh, she does indeed.
Don't worry, I'll find a way to bring her back to reason.
Oh, I have a little errand to do in town, but I'll be back immediately.
Honey, the most important thing in the world. You should thank God for giving you such a father. He understands life. When a man asks offers to take a girl with no dowry,
Good boy, good boy. He speaks like an oracle, golden tongue. Happy the man who has such a loyal steward.
Didn't I tell you to wait for me right here?
Yes, monsieur, I came here to await your orders patiently. But your father fired me, accused me of stealing, going to beat me. I wasn't going to
All right. How's our little business deal coming along? Things here are now more desperate than ever. Since I saw you last, I found out that my father is my rival for Marianne.
Your father is your rival?
Yes, my rival-in-law.
Your father-in-law?
Well, I was so flabbergasted I nearly passed out.
Him in love?
He can't be serious.
Love isn't for someone as grotesque as him.
This must be a punishment for my sins. Oh, but tell me, what answer did you get? Any luck with our loan?
Truth, sir, those who borrow live in sorrow. The road is rough, the going tough for those who borrow.
Well, what does that mean? It's fallen through?
No, I didn't say that. Master Simone, the broker, recommended to you, and who, by the way, is the most busy and enterprising man, says he's done wonders for you. Your face alone, he told me, inspires confidence.
Well, then I'll have the 15,000 crowns I asked for?
Yes, but there are one or two small details.
What? Did he take you to see the fellow who's lending the money?
No, Lord, things aren't done like that. The lender is more anxious than you are to keep his name in the dark. Big mysteries here. But they want you to meet him today in a rented house so he can hear from your own lips the means and particulars of your family. Now, I've no doubt your father's name alone will do the trick.
And above all, the inheritance left me by my mother, which can't be taken from me.
And here are some items he dictated to Master Simone, the go-between, to be shown to you before going further. The lender, in order to keep a clear conscience, is willing to lend his money at only 5.5%.
5.5%? Great! That's reasonable enough. No cause for complaint so far?
No, but since the said lender has not the necessary sum by him, and since in order to accommodate the borrower, he is himself compelled to borrow it from another at 20%, it is agreed that the said original borrower shall pay this interest too, without prejudice to the former.
The devil! He sucked blood out of a stone, this guy. Well, that's more than 25%.
There you are. Just as I told you, you'd better think it over.
What's to think over? I'm desperate. I have to agree to everything.
That's what I told him.
This devil has a dagger to my throat. I have to accept everything he offers.
Those who borrow live in sorrow.
Yeah, but what else can I do? These are the sort of scrapes that young men get into through the cursed stinginess of their fathers, and then people are surprised that we long for them to die.
True enough. Your father's stinginess would provoke the most easygoing nature. Now, I've never done a job for which I could be hung. I've no taste for it, thank God. But I must confess, I feel a strong itch to steal from that old... I'd look on it as a good deed.
Well, give me the contract, and I'll read it through again.
Dogs!
The young man is badly in need of money, monsieur. The business is extremely urgent. He'll agree to everything you suggest.
Yes.
But are you sure there is no risk, Master Simone? Do you know his name? Fortune, family?
Well, no. I'm not in the position to give you full information. It was purely by chance I came in contact with him.
Oh.
But he can tell you all that himself. And his man told me that you will be perfectly satisfied when you see him. All I know is this. His family is very rich. His mother is already dead. And if you insist, he'll guarantee that his father will be dead within the next 8 months.
That doesn't sound too bad. Common charity, Master Simone, obliges us to accommodate our neighbors in need, if we can.
No, naturally. Naturally.
What's this? The go-between in conversation with your father?
Could someone have told him who I am?
Have you betrayed me?
Ah, my dear friend. You seem in such a great hurry. Who told you he lived here?
What? Him?
You! I never told you, monsieur. I will name or where you live. Still, there's no harm done. They are discreet people, and you can come to terms at once.
What's that?
This is the young man who wishes to borrow the 15,000 crowns.
Ah! So it's you, idiot!
So it's you, father!
For shame, you gallows bird, to take to such disgraceful ways!
Aren't you ashamed to be this cutthroat moneylender?
And to ruin yourself by such an enormous loan!
Aren't you